with 15,000 skydives. He's a 6-time world champion, a holder of 12 world records, and he was the pilot and organizer for a 100-way canopy formation jump that set a world record indeed as well. Mark Hogue is another of the jumpers. He's a 26-year retired Marine Recon Gunnery Sergeant from Phoenix, Arizona. He served 5 combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's a former member of the United States Army Golden Knights and U.S. Navy parachute teams. He's made over 14,500 jumps in his career. And bringing in the American flag high and above with the jumpers away right now is Chuck Hammond from Chester, South Carolina. He has raced stock cars. He's a former boxer. He's been involved in lumberjack competitions. He's got 9,600 personal skydives and 8,200 tandem skydives to his credit. Continuing to circle all 3 of those jumpers, Skip Stewart and Gary Ward. Look at the size of that flag. And coming down from the right, the truck with a flag that we do each and every year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask, please, wherever you are with the sound of my voice, stop where you are. Please to remove your caps. If you're in uniform, come to attention as we honor our flag and our country with the singing of our national anthem. The E-Team Skydivers, Mark Hogue, Chris Gay, and just about to touch down with the 5,000 square foot flag, it's none other than Chuck Hammond picking up that flag right away. And thanks for the flag being driven across as it is every year. But now we're faced with the possibility of making a smoking hole in the ground at Pensacola. This has never happened before. I'm very concerned about this. You know, I've been working with the folks at Sporty's Pilot Shops for over 30 years, helping people learn to fly, but we usually have a radio.
We want to get the crash crew ready for it.
Bob, you think I ought to get the crash crew ready? Do you think you ought to roll the trucks, boss?
Talk to them.
Do you think we ought to roll the crash trucks on this one yet? You think we should roll the crash trucks for this guy?
They're standing by.
They're standing by, okay. In case, so they'll be able to I'm surprised he has, oh no. Oh, please, Clem. You know, he's got that throttle on the left. I'm not sure exactly what we can do here. He's going sideways. You know what he's got confused? He's got that joystick that he can probably half figure out, but his pedals, he thinks it's an accelerator and a brake, not the rudder pedals. If he overstresses it, it's going to fall apart. At least he's trying to follow the road. No, he's not even doing that now. He's headed for the trees. Oh boy. This is not a good thing. This is not a good thing at all. I'm not sure if this is gonna all work out. He's getting close. He knocked a wheel off. He's got a wheel problem now. See, he's working those pedals like it's a brake and an accelerator. He really doesn't have it figured out. Clem, please land. Did you hear that? It was screaming like a girl. Well, I don't know whether you can figure this out or not. But quite frankly, I'm going to be real happy once he gets on the ground. But he actually is going to land in a couple of minutes. Clem Cleaver isn't just your average prune picker from East Tioga, Alabama. Prune picker, that's what he said. He's actually one of the most talented stick and rudder guys we have in our business. He flew that extreme decathlon earlier, and he's just demonstrating superb stick and rudder skills in this 1940s vintage Piper Super Cub. From the Sky Country Lodge, in northeast Alabama's Appalachian foothills, where he's the chief flight instructor and the chief cook and bottle washer, teaching pilots how to handle things from unusual attitudes to aerobatics, as he nurses this airplane right on the edge of a stall and still recovers. Now, we're not done yet, because I want you to see what they're about to attempt. If you notice that little Alabama boy's truck with Grandpa and Bob, they just scooted way down to the left side of the runway. And as we watch Greg Kuntz, he's going to go down that way too. And this is going to be one of the most challenging attempts anywhere, as Greg, in a couple of minutes after he does some more aerobatics for us, does a little 21st century barnstorming for us, is going to continue on down the way. He's going to go down and meet that truck way down at the left-hand side. And that truck is going to come down the runway at about 50 miles an hour. And Greg Kuntz is going to attempt to land on that truck, moving at 50 miles an hour. Now, the wind coming at us right now is exceptionally strong. I'm going to guess it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 miles an hour, and that's going to be pushing him this way as he attempts to land on the truck. He's on his way down there now. Here they come. down. He's got to work his way up. He didn't get there. Not enough time to do it on this run. GKairshows.com. One of the award winners in our business with the Art Show Memorial Showmanship Award and the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship. Greg first checked out in the Citabria decathlon lineage of airplanes, of which this is even earlier than that. As a new private pilot when he was just 17 years, and over 45 years later, he's considered to be one of the world's foremost performers in the decathlon type. He considers his day job as running his unique bed and breakfast aerobatic school, the Sky Country Lodge. Resetting from the right. When he touches down, he's got to scoot the wheels forward into a trough in the front. This crosswind is absolutely challenging him to the limits of the airplane, actually, not his own limits. But it's a very lightweight airplane. Didn't make it on the second time. Hey Greg, this is Rob Ryder. If you're in there, if you can hear us, you're going to give it a third shot? Yes, he's talking on a different frequency. Let's see if he can get it turned around and get it on the third time. He has to get the wheels on the deck of the truck and shimmy them forward to a little trough in the front, one for each wheel. Then they can lock the wheels down and keep it in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for James Porter? Like I said, these guys just messing around a little bit, waiting for that wind to die down. And I got one guy here with me right now, Keith Sayers out of Butte, Montana. Keith, this is your third year being here in Pensacola. How stoked were you when you found out we were going to get to come down here for the Blue Angels?
Unfortunately, the wind today, it's a little too dangerous, but when we're done doing this, you guys make your way down the road here to the Monster Tank. We saw get closer.
So then you hear it from Keith Sayers. Like I said, these guys have been trying to get out here and get some jumps in all morning long. Unfortunately, it is just still too dangerous with the wind blowing the way it is. It may not seem like it's blowing much down here on the ground, but when you're over 30 feet off the pavement, a little bit of wind will push you a long ways. And we're trying to keep everyone as safe as we can out here today. So we are going to wrap that one up, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we apologize for not being able to get these guys in the air. Stick around. If this wind dies down a little bit, we will be sending these boys. And like he just said, don't forget, right here, right now, down at the end, over by the Monster booth, these guys are going to be signing autographs. They've got free autograph posters and maybe some stickers to give away. So stick around, go grab yourself a free Monster. The Monster Energy Freestyle Motocross team hopefully coming back with some aerial acrobatics here in just a little bit.
which literally lift the aircraft through the vertical and back to level flight. Following the power lift, you'll see the Raptor perform the logo roll. Mini-jets can turn tight, mini-jets can roll quickly, mini-jets can climb fast, but not many can slide. Watch now from behind as the Raptor flies over, pulls straight up into the vertical, and brings his throttles to near idle. And then, under complete control, you will see the F-22 Raptor actually slide backwards. Repositions aircraft to crowd right, reduces the power, sling the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, and loads up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, you'll once again feel the raw fire of the jet as Major Lopez lights his afterburners and climbs straight up into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor slow speed pass.
マジか。